Yeah, thank you. So, good evening, everyone. so, so today we will start our sixth day session, and as I have got the feedback last time that there are some doubts. So today, in the start of the session, I would like to discuss those doubts. So I would like you people to unmute one by one and please let me know what are your doubts till whatever I have teach you till Friday. So let me share my screen. So first, I will show you what we have actually gone through till now. So basically, we have on the first day we have gone through this introduction to project management from project control perspective, and then in the next day we have seen introduction to P6, how to download P6, how to do the database setup, Primavera P6 user interface, what are the various bars, menu bar, toolbar, all those things, what is activity table, what is Gantt chart, okay, what is details pane, and then we have seen P6 versus MSP. Then on the third day, we have seen with the basics of CPM, PERT, critical path, and float. We have discussed total float, free float, and we have seen what is enterprise project structure, what is organizational breakdown structure, how we can create project, how we can create calendar. And on the fourth day, we have seen this oil and gas refinery overview through presentation slides, and then we have created a WBS for our proposal project, our acid gas treatment and transfer project. Next, we have started with the import and export function. We have seen the import of XCR file, how we can import, how we can convert the MSP project file into XML and import it into P6. And similarly, for sharing the P6 file, how we can export it into XCR file. We have also seen how we can using the note opening the P6 file, XR file in the notepad, and copy and pasting the data over Excel and feeding the data in the Excel, and then again copying and pasting the data in the notepad. How we can actually import the WBS, and then next day we have continued on the fifth day with the importing the activities and relationship using spreadsheet Excel, and we have seen what are the six kind of activity type in P6. So now I would request you to please unmute yourself and please ask whatever your doubt till this particular topic. Guys, do you have the access to unmute yourself or is it still blocked? Taniska, do everyone have the access to unmute themselves?
Yes, sir, I've given the access.
Okay, thank you. So, who wants to start first?
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible, Ragiv.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Yeah,
Raghav
good
this side.
evening. Yeah.
Sir, I have an issue in how to import the WBS things because I have created all the things what is suggested in
Mm-hmm,
lecture. And I have
mm-hmm,
gone through the recorded lecture, but when I try import the same file after
mm-hmm.
converting all things, the file is not find in the Primavera P6. So could you please explain once more WBS import?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So, yeah, just a minute. So let me go to P6 and I will show you just a minute. So let's say under this particular EPS node, buildings, I am creating one project. Uh, so let's say it is WBS import. The project name is also same, WBS import, let's say one. So now we'll open the project. So now we will go to our WBS tab, which is this by clicking on this particular icon. So now we are in the WBS layout. So first, what we will do, let's say we will actually export this one into no, sorry, we are not going to export it basically. Okay, so what we can do basically, we can add let's say one sample WBS maybe. So this one is added. Okay, or what we can do, we can leave it as it is
Yeah.
and
Hello.
export. Hello.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt, sir. Initially, you suggested just create the WBS and export same file into.
Yeah. I'm doing that one only. Okay.
Okay, okay.
So you can create one WBS or one activity. This is generally why no, it is generally done because it's give you you have to copy some data, so that will
Okay.
help you. So we can
Yes.
yeah. So what I will do, I will export the P6 file. So let's say I'm exporting it in the document. Okay, the file name is WBS import. I will save it. So now it is saved. Now I will go to the folder uh, where it is document. Yeah. So now you can see that. Sorry. So now you have to open this one in Notepad. So you have to open with Notepad. Okay. So uh, another one, you have to create one Excel file. Okay. So I will create, let's say, one Excel file. So now what you have to do from Notepad, you have to actually copy paste from this particular point where this project WBS is mentioned till %T. So just copy this one into the Excel. Okay. And then insert rows. Insert rows. Okay. So now what we are going to do basically, just a minute. Okay. So now we have our template file. We will go to our template file. Yeah. So here we have the data which we want to actually import. So I will just copy this one. So where we have WBS name, we'll copy this one. Then we have WBS ID. Okay, so we'll copy this one, WBS ID here. Okay, then we have uh, this project short name. So this is the project short name. So basically we'll copy this particular data there. Then we have to give the parent WBS ID. So I will copy this one, this data. Okay. So now basically this one I will take at the bottom where we are ending, and we'll save this one. And now we'll copy starting from here till %T. I will copy this one. I will go here. Uh,
Actually, you have said to enter the blank data as per mention sheet.
yeah.
Okay.
As per mention sheet only, I'm doing this sheet.
Hello.
But you have
Hello.
to drag down the data in Excel
Yeah.
sheet.
Sorry for that. Yeah,
Yeah.
you are correct. I have
Yeah. So
actually, yeah, I have
yeah,
not dragged
drag
this
down the
one.
data.
Yeah, I have to drag this data. Okay, now I am dragging this one. So you have to be very careful over here. Okay, so basically only the first node will be the project node, and the next we have to make it n, which is no. Okay, so this thing you have to take care basically. So then whatever the data is there, like this one, I will drag it down. Yeah, so I think now I am good to go.
Hello.
Okay,
Also, I have to
last line.
Hello.
insert the parent ID instead
Parent
of one.
ID, parent ID inserted. Okay, parent ID
Hello.
I
But
have
instead,
parent ID I have inserted over here. Okay, parent ID I have inserted. See, I have changed this parent ID. Okay, this WBS ID I have already changed to one, so I can put this one. Okay, in that case.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So now you can copy this one. Now you have to go to your notepad, paste it. Okay, then save this one using Control S, close. Now we will import that file. We'll go to import XCR project WBS import.
Hello.
Next. Yeah,
Yeah, sorry to interrupt, sir.
yeah,
Hello. Yeah,
yeah. Hello.
my main concern is, sir, whatever step you did right now, I did the same thing. But when
Hmm,
I am going to import the same file in the Primavera P6, that
hmm, hmm.
time P6 showing that the blank file. There is no file available with the same name like XCR file. Why it is so?
No,
Could
no.
you please
It
go back a step back, one step back, the same way?
means import. Import. You want
Yeah,
to
yeah,
say?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Import.
So if you go to
Okay, next.
import, okay.
Okay,
So it will ask
yeah,
you that which path. So you can see that these
okay,
are the Primavera XCR file available here. Okay.
okay, okay.
So I have selected this one. I have opened this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. One step back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my file is showing the blank file. There is no file like WBS import file. Although I created the same thing, whatever step you did
No,
right
no.
now.
It will show. You have to select this project. Okay. You have to select this WBS import. Okay.
But in my case, there is no selection and there is nothing. That's why I'm saying, sir.
It means you have to actually keep this project open when you are importing.
Okay,
Okay. Okay.
okay,
And then when you click on this particular icon, okay, so it will
okay,
give you that particular, you have to select this one. This will come.
okay.
Okay. And then you have to click on next. You
Oh,
have to select this update
yeah,
existing. Okay.
but the thing is that like project ID in your system showing like WBS import. When I with that path, there is no file like showing like WBS import. That's why only blank file
No, no,
when I
it should
import it.
not be there. It should not be there actually, because I have also done the same step in front of you. Okay, maybe
Yeah,
in that case there is some issue. Means you can repeat again, and if there is, you will again get a chance to clarify your doubt. So in that
okay,
case, maybe I can allow you to share your screen, and then we can see. Means you will be doing, and I will be looking at what are the the steps you are doing in that particular
okay,
case. Okay.
okay. I'll do once again. If any
Yeah,
affected, then
yeah,
I'll tell.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Because you see that it is imported successfully
Yeah,
on the,
yeah.
yeah.
Same step I have repeated, but there is
Hmm.
no file that I'm
Yeah,
concerned.
see, this is very critical one, because you if you have done any mistake,
Yeah.
with these numbers, so it is going to mess up. So basically, it is recommended only in case of, if you have 10,000, not 10,000, 1,000 WBS, 1,500 WBS
Okay.
in that particular case. Else you can, like we have done,
Yeah,
using this,
manually.
yeah, using this addition button we have done
Okay.
for our proposal project. You
Yeah.
can do it, yeah, manually in that case.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
I'll
Thank you,
repeat the same
thank you.
step. If
Uh-huh.
any problem, then I'll tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Thank you. So apart from Ragiv, if anyone has any doubt
Yes,
with respect to, yeah, yeah, please let me know.
sir, Rohit this
Can you
side.
share the activity tab, activity sheet, activity tab? Show
Yeah,
the
actually.
activity tab.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sir, am I
Mm-hmm.
audible?
Yeah, yeah, Rohit.
Actually, sir, my question, I have two questions. First question is that, like, if like a client perspective, if I am receiving a schedule from different contractors in
Mm-hmm.
E6 format,
Mm-hmm.
which is a little means aligning with our current schedule, means if I am having scheduled of 3 years, okay.
Mm-hmm.
But I am receiving a procurement schedule from one contractor, and I am
Mm-hmm.
receiving execution schedule from other contractor. Okay, now I
Yeah.
have to merge it. So is that possible? Means systematically, can we merge in our master schedule, like which will be a client schedule, which
Yeah, see, you can do actually. Let me show you. Okay, like, but the issue will be, the both the schedule will have different calendar. Okay, and there will be no interlinkages between the two schedule which you are importing. Okay, so in that case, it will be just imported into one file and nothing else. Okay, in that case, so let's say I create one project, one dummy project over here. I will just a minute. I will say it is a merge project. Okay, I will finish. So now my merge project is open at the moment. Okay, let us close all. Okay, so I want, let's say, two schedule. Like I take two schedule from here. Like I want to uh, merge these two schedule. Okay, this order management and this. So what I will have to do, I will have to select using control these two schedule and this merge schedule, and I will have to open it. Then what you have to do, you have to go to WBS. Okay, and then what you have to do, first you have to copy this one using control C and paste it over merge. Okay, so I am pasting everything in merge. Then again you select the
but
second project.
do this process again, means let me.
Yeah, 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 again I am doing. See, so now, okay, now let us close all the project and now go to your merge file. Okay, so now you can see you have both the schedule under merge. This is one project. Okay, and this is one project. Both the project are in one file in that case. Okay,
Okay.
yeah, so in this way you can do.
But this is not actually like means sequencing. These are two are different projects. I
Yeah.
want to make a single client. Like I'm a client actually,
Hmm.
so I want to make a comprehensive schedule which should include execution, procurement, supply, and everything. So for that, I will take a individual like our
So you have to link actually. See, you take the engineering from
link
the
will be
engineering
the second.
contractor.
I want to add the activity. Means if activity will be added, then
Yeah,
after that I will be linked, na.
the activity added, na. You see, na, the activities are added actually. Everything is added. Activity, duration, relationship. So this is
Means
my,
I want to create a WBS of that project, right?
yeah, yeah.
Means example, if I am in
Hmm.
execution project, means I am in
Hmm.
a like a one project where I am having a supply, same way execution and same way procurement. So
Hmm.
I will making a three WBS of supply, execution,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
for
yeah,
this
yeah.
procurement
Make
also.
it. No worries, no worries. Like under merge, I am added. I am adding engineering.
Hmm.
Okay, I am adding procurement. Let's
Hmm.
say.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Okay, then let's say I'm adding construction.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Okay, I will take this to the top.
Hmm.
Engineering,
Hmm.
procurement, and then construction. So let's say my first vendor, okay,
Hmm.
has given me this schedule, this lead
Yes, yes,
qualification
yes,
project.
yes,
Okay,
yes.
so what I have to do basically, okay, I have to take it to the top under
Hmm.
engineering and insert it. So now
Hmm.
it is under engineering. Now let's say this one is given by the procurement contractor. So put it under procurement and indent it inside. Now it is under procurement. Similarly, third schedule you can put under this. So now if you go to this, our activity tab, you will be able to see it under like this.
Sir, but if anyone is asking me for WBS breakdown, then
Hmm.
it will show like engineering procurement supply only, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And second thing,
Hmm.
sir, can you repeat like how you have done, because my screen is means small, so I'm not exactly able to see.
So how I have done, I have, I have created a dummy project, blank
Okay.
project,
Huh.
and I have opened that blank project along with all the project that I want to insert in
Okay.
merge. And
Huh.
then what I have done, I
Hmm.
have just copied. Like if I want to copy this WBS, I will copy this one, this order
Hmm.
management redesign. And if I put under construction and place Control V,
Huh. 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 So everything will be copied.
everything will come under this. Okay,
Huh.
now see under merge 3 also. Now data is coming. So if I go to the activities,
You
so
will
now
find it.
see under engineering, procurement, and similarly under construction, all the things are there. So in this
Sir,
way you
for
can.
this
Hmm.
copying, is there any essentiality like calendar should be same or
No,
some?
no, no. There is no essentiality. It will means the different, the like the different schedules what you have imported. It will have different calendars for its activities. Okay,
Yes.
yeah. So if they have set up, the same calendar like the same holiday type, or the same, standard 5 days working 8 hours. So then it will be, means the calendar will be different with different name, but it will be the same. Okay,
But
and
merge schedule will follow the calendar which I have assigned, right?
that you can assign to activity. Okay, so what you have to do in that case, let me expand this one. So you have to actually add a calendar column over here. You have to go to general, add calendar. Okay,
But
so now
it's individually I have to apply or shifting by pressing control shift button.
control E. See, I
Control E, right?
click over here. Go to global calendar. Let's say I want to apply this one, 7 into 24, or let's say I want to apply this one, energy calendar. Just
Huh.
apply on one, press shift, go to end, press control E.
Okay.
So now all activities are having this energy calendar. Okay.
Agree, agree. Sir,
Yeah.
second thing I was saying means
Mm-hmm.
I have attended your nearly only one lecture because due to the time constraint I was not attending, but I will
Mm-hmm.
cover it in a recording lectures. But
Mm-hmm.
scene is like whatever the concept you are giving, I am wishing to have a practical approach with that. Means if you are like what happens in industry actually, we
Mm-hmm.
actually receive one project. Okay,
Yeah.
now you are clearing a single concept, but the concept will be cleared by actual project. Means considering a dummy project, whatever it is, so it will be gonna like effective for us. Like
Yeah, dummy, I am taking already na. I am already going to see. I am already going through this. If you have all received this, I don't know whether the team have shared with you the schedule, this Excel file. So in this Excel file, see, I have already listed down that this WBS. So this WBS we have already created. So we are going to create, the project under this acid gas treatment unit.
Mhm,
So here already I have listed down the WBS. So what I am doing, I am
mhm,
explaining you the concept using some, some dummy or one to three activities I'm
mhm,
adding, and what are
mhm.
the function of these activities, and then we are going to add all these activities. What is listed over here, like under WBS, we will add all this activity, this duration, this relationship type. Then we will be creating these resources. We'll be doing the resource assignment. Everything we are going to do. So.
Because sir, because currently means
Mhm,
actual practices means why I'm telling this all, because
mhm,
when we work in a company, we have
mhm.
only Excel, which we have taken from the all the our
Mhm, mhm,
stakeholders and everything.
mhm,
But actually, when we are making one project or schedule, then
mhm.
whatever difficulty we face, that difficulty can be discussed here. For that, we
Yeah,
have to
yeah, yeah,
go
yeah.
with that approach. Therefore,
No,
I'm
no, no
asking.
worries. See, there will be two projects. So one is the proposal project, which is around 70 line items are there, and there is another EPCM project where which will be around 450 or 500 activities will be there. Okay, so in that, the activities will be a bit detailed. So now we'll be doing a high level schedule. okay, to
Hmm.
explain you all the concepts, all the functions, whatever is there,
Hmm.
mentioned in that, like concept, like what is resource labeling, okay, what is resource creation, what is resource assignment. So for that, I will be taking example of a, some dummy project and this proposal project, and after that we'll be creating a EPC schedule at the end part, maybe the last week or the week before the last week, we'll create it.
Sir, means we are covering two projects here. One is
Yeah, 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 yeah.
and I wish to have a more weightage on the resource allotment and resource assigning and resource leveling, because
Yeah, yeah,
means currently I'm in a
yeah.
project where resource
Mhm,
is not assigned, but
mhm,
how it impacts our cost, and same way if you are adding a more concept other than this Primavera, like
mhm,
some project management concepts, which is useful for PMC or PMO role, then it will be
mhm.
additive for us with your
Yeah,
experience.
so see, introduction, see, in the introduction part, I've already given you a brief,
Yeah.
and using the PCs, what are the, the like resource histogram, how can you prepare the resource histogram, S curve? So that I will explain, okay, which is
Normally,
actually
we make S-score in Excel or Primavera, sir, in general practice.
Excel, Excel.
Okay. But anything we can take reference from Primavera regarding the S-score?
From Primavera only we are getting the data. I will show you. I will be using the resource assignment data, and using that I will be, preparing the resource histogram, means month by month, what is the, the resource requirement, and then we'll be having the S curve. We will be calculating the monthly percentage plan. Okay, all these things. So I will show you. Mm,
Okay. Thank you, sir.
yeah, thank you. So task dependent activity will depend on the calendar assigned to the task, and resource dependent activity will depend on the calendar of the that particular resource. Okay, so that is the difference. So if you like to have an example, just a minute. So let's say I'm creating one activity, this activity. So let's say I'm assigning it a calendar. Mm, we have this AGTL calendar, okay, which is actually, I think it is a 5 day. Let me go to AGTL and see. Yeah, it's a 5 day calendar. And then we have energy. It is also 5 day. So this one is 6 day. Or let's say this one is 7 day calendar. There is no holiday. Okay. So now I have to go to resource and assign, let's say, any activity. Let's say this particular activity I will take. Not this particular resource I will take. I will assign it calendar, this 7 days calendar. Okay. So now if I go to the activity, so currently, this, what is the start date? 20th, okay, which is Monday. So, sorry, just a minute. So if I take it 10 days, okay, so now it is finishing on 31st, okay. So 5 days, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 days. So it is calculating using the 5 days calendar. So now if I make it in the general, currently it is task dependent. If I make it resource dependent, and I have to assign resource to it. So let's say I am assigning this skill level. So which is actually having, if I go to uh, where it is, yeah. So which is actually having this particular calendar, okay, 7 into 24. So now currently it should actually change the date. Maybe I don't know what has happened. Let's say apply this particular calendar. Yeah, so now see the date, what it is coming. It is coming 20th of Jan to 1st of February. The duration is same, but it is taking that particular calendar. The whatever the the holidays are there, whatever the duration means the difference in the working duration is there. Like there is a 5 days working, there is a 6 days working. So accordingly, it is taking the finished date accordingly. Okay. So this is the difference between our tax dependent and resource dependent. Okay. So now if I make it tax dependent, now see again it is changing the original duration and it is also changing the our finish date. If I click on resource dependent, now see, so that is the difference. Okay. So basically by default we make the resource activities as tax dependent only. Can we merge through export if it is a different XCR file? Yes, so different XCR file you can import into Primavera, and then using the same merge concept means you have to create a dummy project and then copy the top WBS to the merge project, and then you can actually copy it. So if
Hello.
anyone, yeah, Ragiv.
Yes. Yeah, sir. I have one issue. Sir, during assigning the calendar, suppose I have office timing from 10 to 7. How to create that calendar in sir?
Yeah, so 10 to 7, how you can
Yeah.
create? So
Yeah,
basically,
in between 1 to 2 is lunchtime. How to show it?
yeah. So let's say if I for this project I want to add a calendar. So let's say I'm taking the corporate standard, which is a 5 days calendar. So
Okay.
what you want 7 days into 10 hours, correct? Per day.
No, no, no. 6 days. Timing 10 to 7. 10 morning to 7 evening. And
Acha,
1 to 2 is
acha.
lunchtime.
And how
Yeah.
many days it will be in a week?
5, 5. Sunday is off.
5 days. 5 days.
Yeah.
Okay. 5 days or 6 days?
5 days, you can consider 5 days.
5 days and 10 hours. Okay.
Mm, yeah.
Yeah. So let's say it is a 5 into 10 calendar. Then
Okay.
you have to go to this modify option,
Okay.
and here you have to first click on this work week, and you
Okay.
have to make it 10 everywhere.
Okay.
So you will see this will change, work hour per day will change when I will click
Okay.
OK. Okay, so now it is 5 into Saturday, Sunday is holiday, 5 into
Okay.
10. And then if you click on this one,
Yeah. Same thing. Yeah.
okay, yeah. So now if you go to Monday to Friday, I will select Monday to Friday. And from where
Okay.
do you want it to start?
10, 10 to 7.
Yeah, so basically using control, I will make it non-work, and from 10 to what will be the break?
1 to 2. Lunch.
1 to 2 break,
Yeah.
and then sorry. So now it is but it is 1 hour, 2 hours, three, four,
Sir,
five,
please repeat one.
six, seven,
Repeat
eight.
it, sir.
8. It's 8 hours only. It's not 10. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So 10 for 10, you have to make it till 9 actually. So it is actually 5 into 10. Okay. So if you click on OK, so now if you click over anywhere in the in the calendar,
Sir,
you find that it is from 10 to 9, and we have 10 hours. The working.
sir,
Yeah.
please go back and repeat once, please, please.
Yeah.
Same thing.
So how you have to do
Yeah.
basically? Okay. Let me again copy this one. Any
Okay.
calendar I'm copying.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. It is 5 into, let's say 12, or
Yeah.
let's say 8. Okay.
Okay.
5
8.
into 8.
Continue.
Yeah. So 5 into 8 already it is. I will take 5 into, let's say,
9.
9. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Then I will go to modify and here
Okay.
first I have to
Yeah.
click on work week and I have to make 9 here.
Okay.
And then if I go to detail work hour, okay,
Okay.
then again click on work week, then
Okay.
select from Monday to Friday using shift, okay,
Okay.
and then let's say I am starting from 8, okay, then there is a break from 1 to 2. So how many hours? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours here, okay,
Okay.
6, 7, 8, sorry, and 9, up to 6 it is 9. Now you can see it is 9 hours. I will click OK. Now you can see, you can click on any date, you can see the properties has
Okay.
changed from 8 to 6. It's 9 hour a day.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Sir, so,
Yeah.
one more thing. Suppose
Mhm.
client is giving us the quantity in a resource assignment. How to put that quantity in our schedule?
Which quantity actually?
Suppose we have prepared a schedule. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
uh, Schedule you have prepared and then baseline schedule you have prepared, and from client end we receive the some quantity like the resource quantity, and then how to put the resource and resource assignment.
So here you can put in the budgeted one. I will I will explain everything when I will go to the resource part. Don't worry. Because
Okay. Okay.
now for explaining
Okay.
explaining everything I have to go to in the future also. So I know you guys are
Okay.
confused, but I will
Okay.
explain. Don't worry, I will explain everything. I will show you activity types. Already I have shown you. Now what are the
Yeah.
duration type, what are the percent complete type, I will show you. So sometimes we have
Okay.
to go in the back and sometimes we have to take reference of future. So maybe it is a confusing for those people who are new to P6. So but who are already have a basic idea, they can they can correlate actually. Mm.
Okay. No issue.
Can
Okay.
uh, can please tell me what is difference between, sorry, is activity ID, activity name, or project ID a project name is the same or difference?
Different project
Uh,
ID is different, activity IDs are different, okay.
and original duration and actual duration, these both are
No, no,
different.
no, different. Original duration is the original duration of the project. So let's say you have
Yeah.
planned this particular activity for 10 days. So I will put 10
Hmm.
days here. And when you will be updating, at that time, the actual duration will come by based on, the data date or how you do the update, percentage progress based on that.
Okay. And sorry,
Mhm.
where I put activity ID or activity name, and where I put project ID.
So project ID is in this project window, EPS window, okay, under the
Okay.
EPS node. And activity ID, these are the activity ID. So if I again click on this WBS and click plus sign to add activity, so now you see the sequence. It is taking, the sequence of 10 difference. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. So how to add WBS? So WBS we can add, you go here and you have to just click on this particular plus sign and let's say and using this indent outdent feature, let's say I want it to be at this particular stage, and let's say after construction I want the commissioning, so I can put commissioning. And now if you go to the activity tab, you'll be able to see that now currently it is coming under closeout. If you press F5 on your PC, it will be refreshed and now the see commissioning is coming at the top of closeout. If you have a holiday for half day due to heavy rain at once in a calendar, how can we create in that calendar? So you can create, you can have to go to, you have to create it in the calendar. You can go to calendar. Okay, so let's say this particular day, let's say 23rd is a half day. So what you have to do, you have to go to detail work week for this particular one, and let's say, sorry, you have to select these small cells using control and then make it non-work. So see for other activity, other date it is the same 9 hours, 5 into 9 hours. But if I go over here, now you can see that this portion is half day holiday, so we have half day working. So in that way you can make.
Okay. One more question is,
हम्म,
please short in brief. Uh, मैं किसी कंपनी में एज ए प्लानिंग इंजीनियर काम कर रहा हूँ, ठीक है।
ठीक है।
और मुझे मतलब कंपनी मुझे बोल रहा है एक प्रोजेक्ट को प्लान करने के लिए, तो
हम्म,
मतलब प्रोजेक्ट
हम्म,
डिजाइन करने के लिए। तो मैं
हम्म।
प्रोजेक्ट प्लान करूंगा तो सबसे पहले मतलब क्या मुझे ईपीएस बनाना पड़ेगा?
ईपीएस ओबीएस बनाना पड़ेगा, ईपीएस को ओबीएस असाइन करना पड़ेगा। ठीक है। उसके बाद आपको प्रोजेक्ट क्रिएट करना पड़ेगा, ब्लैंक प्रोजेक्ट।
ओके।
उसके बाद आपको
हाँ।
डब्ल्यूबीएस बनाना पड़ेगा, जो कि
ओके।
हमने अभी बनाया, जो कि एक कलरफुल वे पे आएगा अपना एक्टिविटी टैब पे। उसके बाद ये प्लस
हाँ।
साइन प्रेस कर करके आपको यहाँ पे लाइक आई एम एडिंग द एक्टिविटीज, आपको एक्टिविटी
हम्म।
ऐड करना पड़ेगा, फिर आपको रिलेशनशिप देना पड़ेगा। यहाँ पे नीचे रिलेशनशिप है, यहाँ साइन पे आप जाएंगे, हम सब दिखाएंगे आपको, आप चिंता मत कीजिए। लेट्स से दिस इज द प्रीडिसेसर, आई विल क्लिक ओवर हियर। तो देखिए यहाँ पे लिंकेज आ गया ये। अभी जब जैसे ही आप ये शेड्यूल मारिएगा ना, ये वाला जैसे ही बटन को प्रेस करके शेड्यूल मारिएगा, देखिए ये इसको आगे
हम्म।
भेज देगा। ठीक है। तो इसके बाद हम लोग रिसोर्स क्रिएट करेंगे, रिसोर्स असाइन करेंगे, उसका बजटेड यूनिट्स अगर हमारा एस्टिमेटेड है, ऑटोमेटिकली वो कैलकुलेट करेगा बेस्ड ऑन सम कैलकुलेशन, आई विल एक्सप्लेन यू। और नहीं तो
हम्म।
आपका अगर बजटेड यूनिट्स लेट से प्लान्ड है कि इस पर्टिकुलर वर्क के लिए भाई इतना यूनिट्स है इन टर्म्स ऑफ मैन आवर, ठीक है, तो वो आपको वहाँ पे डालना है। Then you will be doing
हम्म।
the baselining, and after baselining, okay,
हम्म।
you will be updating the schedule, tracking the schedule. Okay.
थैंक यू, थैंक यू।
Yeah.
सर, नीचे में जो जनरल स्टेटस रिसोर्सेज स्टेप्स, ये नीचे जो मेन्यू बार
हम्म,
है उसमें एक
इसको
डिफॉल्ट
डिटेल्स बार
ऑप्शन है,
बोलते हैं, बॉटम डिटेल
डिटेल्स।
बार। हाँ हाँ।
डिटेल्स बार एक डिफॉल्ट का ऑप्शन आता है जो कि मेरे में आ नहीं रहा है।
कौन सा डिफॉल्ट का बोलिए तो, मेरे को भी।
एक जनरल स्टेटस है ना, रिसोर्सेज स्टेप्स
हम्म।
रिलेशनशिप, में एक डिफॉल्ट का ऑप्शन आता है।
डिफॉल्ट यहाँ पे आता है शायद आपका,
आई थिंक
प्रोजेक्ट विंडो पे।
प्रोजेक्ट।
ठीक है। हाँ
हाँ।
यहाँ पे आता है। ठीक है। इसमें क्या है ना, प्रोजेक्ट का एट्रीब्यूट्स ये भी मैं आपको बताने वाला हूँ अभी। जब
हम्म।
एक्टिविटी ऐड करूंगा उससे पहले, अभी इस डिफॉल्ट्स में जैसे मैंने इस एसिड गैस प्रोजेक्ट को सिलेक्ट किया, यहाँ पे जो भी एट्रीब्यूट्स आप सेलेक्ट करेंगे, तो वहाँ पे जो भी एक्टिविटी आप नया क्रिएट करेंगे ना, उस पे ये प्रॉपर्टीज अप्लाई होगा। ठीक है।
हम्म। हम्म।
ठीक है। लाइक यहाँ पे देखिए एजीटीएल कैलेंडर ऑलरेडी असाइंड है, तो मैं जो भी एक्टिविटी ऐड करूंगा उसमें एजीटीएल ऑलरेडी असाइन होगा। लेट्स से मैं ये डब्ल्यूबीएस इंपोर्ट वाले पे क्लिक करता हूँ प्रोजेक्ट पे। देखिए इसका
हम्म।
कैलेंडर अलग है, इसका कैलेंडर आप यहाँ से चेंज कर सकते हैं, इसको भी आप एजीटीएल लगा सकते हैं यहाँ से, जो भी नया एक्टिविटी आप क्रिएट करेंगे। तो ये सेटिंग्स आपको करना पड़ता है, जो मैं आपको बताया था ये, कि जो बाय डिफॉल्ट जो भी नया एक्टिविटी आप ऐड करेंगे, वो ये 6 में से टास्क डिपेंडेंट हम लोग रखेंगे बाय डिफॉल्ट। पर्सन कंप्लीट टाइप आप फिजिकल यूनिट और ड्यूरेशन रख सकते हैं, हम लोग फिजिकल रखेंगे। यहाँ पे फिक्स यूनिट एंड ड्यूरेशन है जो कि हम लोग रखेंगे, या फिक्स यूनिट ड्यूरेशन यूनिट पर टाइम, जो आप रखना चाहते हैं। सब फिक्स ड्यूरेशन एंड यूनिट रखते हैं इन जनरल। ठीक है। ये मैं आपको बताने वाला हूँ अभी नेक्स्ट।
ओके। ओके,
ठीक है।
थैंक यू।
ओके, थैंक यू। Okay, so if anyone have further any doubt, or shall I continue with the session, because already 45 minutes we have crossed actually. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Thank you, sir.
yeah, thank you. So now I would like to proceed with today's session. So only 15 minutes is left today. So I won't be able to capture much today, but still I will try to complete at least one part, at least. So now, what is this duration type? Okay, so basically in P6, if you go to this general tab, so you can see that last day we have seen this activity type for our activity. Then there is a duration type, which actually, is that what type, how the duration will be calculated, or how it will be affected based on the resource assignment. Okay, so how it is related, we will see. So, there are lots of theory mentioned over here. I will not going to read all this. So I will explain you by showing the demo in P6 directly, rather than going through this particular whatever is written over there. But you have to, actually know two, three terms like duration. What is duration? Okay. Duration is the total number of working days required for a particular activity. एक activity को काम करने में कितना दिन लगेगा? So that is duration. Then unit per time. So what is units? अभी यूनिट्स क्या है, यूनिट और वर्क, ठीक है, प्राइमेवेरा में इसको वर्क बोलते हैं, सॉरी एमएसपी में इसको वर्क बोलते हैं, उसी को यहाँ पे यूनिट्स बोलते हैं। तो यूनिट्स एक्चुअली क्या है कि कितना काम मेरे को करना है, हाउ मच वर्क आई हैव टू डू, लाइक 200 आवर्स, लाइक 200 आवर्स का काम है। जैसे क्या है कि कोई ड्राइंग बनता है, ठीक है, अपना एक जैसे कोई पीएनआईडी बन रहा है प्रोसेस का, तो उसके लिए ना हम लोग एस्टिमेट करते हैं, देयर इज अ एस्टिमेशन स्टैंडर्ड अवेलेबल विद द इंजीनियरिंग कंपनी, that okay, this one PNID is going to take you 50 hours. So if you have, you know, 10 PNID, so 500 hours for PNID. So उस हिसाब से आप उसको बजटेड यूनिट्स असाइन करते हैं कि भाई 500 घंटा मेरे को टोटल वर्क है। देन यूनिट पर टाइम, तो यूनिट पर टाइम क्या है कि एक रिसोर्स का व्हाट इज यूनिट पर टाइम, दैट वो कितना काम कर पाएगा। सो लेट्स से एज पर कंपनी पॉलिसी और स्टैंडर्ड कंपनी पॉलिसी, इट्स you are having 8 hours of work per day. सो इन दैट केस दैट विल बी यूनिट पर टाइम। ये रिसोर्स का यूनिट पर टाइम है कि ये रिसोर्स 8 घंटे तक एक दिन में काम कर पाएगा। इट कैन डू 12 आवर्स ऑल्सो, ओके, दैट विल बी ओवर टाइम इन दैट पर्टिकुलर केस, बट मीन्स द स्टैंडर्ड टाइम फॉर अ कंपनी। Okay, so how these things are calculated, so I will show you in a excel sheet, okay, how these are interrelated. So let's say the column A is actually, the column A is duration, okay, this one. Column B is default unit per time or budgeted units per time. These are two different things, I will explain you later. Okay, the same thing but in a different, when you create a resource, जब आप एक resource create करेंगे, it will ask you for default unit per time, that by default as per the company policy what is the total hours that resource is going to work per day. So let's say 8 hour, then budgeted units may be more or it may be less. Let's say that that activity is working 2 hours per day, okay, or it may be working 12 hours per day or 10 hours per day, okay, as per the requirement of the work. Then C, unit or work, that is how much is the work, that is called budgeted units in P6. Okay, so how now see, when you will assign a activity, okay, and you will put some duration, let's say this activity is having 10 days of duration, okay, and now let's say you are now assigning a resource, अभी आप एक resource उस वहां पे लगा रहे हैं, which is having actually 8 hours, 8 hours as the standard 8 hours as the standard working time. So if you put unit per time as 8, it will calculate the total units. So total work, the total budgeted units will be calculated, which is 80, 10 into 8. You can see the formula. Okay. Now, in another way, let's say I have, you know, आई वांट, अभी मेरे को चाहिए कि एक आदमी कितना दिन कितना घंटा करके काम करेगा पर दिन, ताकि मैं, लेट्स से मेरे पास 200 घंटे का काम है, टोटल टोटल वर्क आई हैव 200 आवर्स ऑफ वर्क, वॉल्यूम ऑफ वर्क दैट इज कैलकुलेटेड इन द टर्म्स ऑफ आवर्स इज 200, एंड लेट्स से I am having 20 days to deliver. Okay, so in that case it is 200 by 20, which is 10. So that resource will have to work 10 hours per day, okay, to uh, to get this work done in the 20 days. Similarly, now if you have, let's say, work, let's say I have 160 hours of work, okay, available with me, and now let's say the resource, okay, the resource which is available with me, its work actually 8 hours per day, 8 hours से ज़्यादा उसका capacity नहीं है, so I will put 8 over here. So now you can see how much time it is going to take. It is taking 20 days. So this chart I have created, I will share this chart with you, so you can play through this particular chart and get through how changing one item, how the another item is getting changed. Okay, so now we'll move to our next slide. So there are four kind of duration type. Okay, so if you see in the P6, there are under this particular duration type there are four types: fixed duration and unit, fixed duration and unit per time, fixed unit, and fixed unit per time. Okay, so what are these things basically? So in fixed duration and unit, the third parameter, which is unit per time, that is variable. Okay, in this particular case, second one, when we have the fixed duration and the unit per time, the unit will be, or the work will be variable, the unit become variable. Then when we have the fixed unit, in that case the two parameter become variable. What is that? Unit per time and duration. And when we have fixed unit per time assigned, in that particular case, we have the duration and the units as variable. So this is actually the duration type. So these are some of the example using the snips which is already given over here. You can go through it later on, okay, when you have time to see this slide. Okay, then I will explain you, rather than explaining using this particular screenshot, I will explain you over here. So for that I will close, sorry, I will close this one. Will close just a minute. I will close the resource also. Let me go to our this project WBS import, where we have already imported some activities last day from the spreadsheet. So let's say uh, I don't want this calendar, here. I want mm, activity type, not activity type. I want the duration type. Okay, over here. So now you see all the activities are assigned fixed, you know, duration per unit except the milestone one. Okay, so let's say for this particular one, if you click over here, it will give you a drop down. Okay, so let's say for plot plan, I make it fixed duration and unit per time. For just a minute, let me see if resource is assigned. No, resource is not assigned. That is good. Okay. Now here I will make the third one fixed unit, and here I will make the fixed unit per time. Okay. So for the time being, to avoid confusion, let me put drag it over here. So no, this is also a utility. So you can actually drag, the activity from, from one WBS to another WBS. So what you have to do, you have to select the activity. When you will take your cursor to this particular point, you will see that, one rectangle is coming. Then you have to just press and drag activity. Like I want to put it under procurement. I will take it to procurement. Now see, these activities has come over here. Okay, so these are piping activities. So for the sake of explaining the fourth type, I'm just putting it over here for the time being, and you can see the relationship is also maintained. So this is a utility actually. So now let's say I add a resource, so I will have to click on this add resource. So last day we have created some resource, so let's say I am adding this labor unskilled, okay, to all four of them. So you can just click, and you can just select all this using shift and just press on this assign button. And if you will see now under the resource tab, that resource is assigned to all of them. So now you can, what you can see, the duration is how much? 10 for each of them. Okay, and the budgeted labor units is 80. So how it is getting calculated? If you see the resource which I have created here, this labor unskilled, I've given it a default, default unit per time as 8 hours. So means by default it will work 8 hours per day. That is being denoted by 8 per day. That is default units per time. So now how it is calculating? 10 into this 8. So how many days? 10 days into 8. So that is 80. It is calculated. So now if you see this fixed duration in unit, so means the duration will not change and this unit will not change. So what is going to change? This one will change. No, sorry, default unit will never change because that is resource specific. This budgeted unit per time will change. So you see now it is currently 8 per day. So if I make it as 20 days over here, if I increase the duration, so see what is happening. It is now becoming, the effort is becoming 4 hours per day because I have selected fixed duration in unit. So unit is not changing, unit is still fixed. So if I again make it 5 day, Now see what has happened. Now the resource has to work double in two shift 16, or two resource has to work in that particular case, okay, to achieve the same unit in 5 days. So this is actually the utility of applying this fixed duration per unit. Similarly, if you go to this particular one, that is fixed duration and unit per time. So unit per time is this, so this will not change, and duration will not change. Okay, okay. So what is going to change? This unit will change. So let's say now my let's say my total you can either change this parameter or either change this duration parameter. So let's say I am now changing it to, let's say, 20 days. Okay, so what it is doing, 20 into 8, see this has not changed, that is giving calculating the budgeted units now, which is variable now. Okay, if I again make it 5 days, so now 5 into 8, which is 40. So now see this unit is changing in this particular case. Okay, similarly, if I vary this one, like I have the duration fixed, now let's say I want it to work 16 per day, 16 hours per day. Okay, so now again it is taking 10 into 16, so 160 days it is calculating this unit, so this is getting varied. Again if I take it 4 days, it will be 40. So that is the utility of fixed duration and unit per time. Similarly, this one, this fixed unit, so in this particular case this is going to be fixed, this 80 is going to be fixed, these two go to vary, these two will vary. So let's say if I make it 5 days, now see this has increased. Okay, and if I make it 8 days again, see this has again come to 10. If I make it 4 days, 4 hours per day, so now see this 80 is remaining fixed, so now the duration is increased. Now the person has to work, the resource has to work 20 days to complete this activity by working half time, 4 hours per day, but unit means the total budgeted units is remaining fixed. Now this one, the last one, fixed unit per time. So in this case, this is going to remain fixed. These two parameter, budgeted units and original duration, is going to change. Okay, so let's say the work has increased to now 160 units. So in that case, the effort, the duration required is 20 days. Okay, again, if the, if I want to complete this particular work, okay, in 5 days. Okay, so now the what will be the budgeted units in this particular case, because this is remaining fixed, so 5 multiplied by 8, it is 40. So this is varying in that particular case. So that is the utility of this, all this duration type. So by default we keep fixed duration and unit, and you can keep for a particular activity based on your requirement. So that was all about this resource duration type. Now percent complete type. So again, if I go to P6, there is a percent complete type, sorry, under general. So if I go to person complete type, we have duration, we have physical, we have unit. So basically physical person complete, okay, that is what, physically that has been completed at site. So let's say if you have, two floor to be, two floor of work to be done in a building, one floor is casted. So you can know by physical viewing at physically that, okay, 50% work is done. Okay, so in that case, you can put 50% as the physical percent unit. And another benefit of physical percent unit is that there is a function called steps, which you can use only in case of physical percent complete. Okay, so I will show you. Then another one is the duration percent complete. So in this case, what will happen? Okay, if you put certain percent, let's say a activity is having 10 days as the original duration. If you put, 40% it is completed. So the remaining duration. So if you see the remaining duration over here, which is currently 10 and originally is also 10, it will become 6. Okay, that is 60% is left. But in physical, it is not going to happen. And similarly, in case of unit, this is not going to happen. So let's say I make all this fixed duration and unit. I have already assigned the resource, and now I add a calendar. Then the last one is activity percent unit percent complete. So what is unit percent complete? So units are, the budgeted units. So when you put the percentage, you select the unit percent complete as the default. In that case, that resource will be progressed. That resource will be progressed to whatever the percent you are putting. Let's say 20%, 30%. The actual units will come based on multiplying with the budget units. In this case also, you have to actually adjust the remaining duration. So let's say I have person complete, where it is, person complete type. Okay, so see, by default all are selected duration. So let's say first one is duration, first one is physical, second one is duration, third one is unit. Let me put this activity under electrical at the moment. Okay, so now you see, in this particular case, just look at this one, the original duration, the remaining duration. Okay, so if I click on this one as started, okay, so now you see when you click activity has started, this a sign come, that activity has started. And if I put, let's say, 80% over here, okay, so now, sorry, yeah, so now you can see that this is this particular unit, it is showing as physical. Okay, and it is 80% progress. So if I go to resource, okay, so now here, if I select unit percent complete, you see this is 0 at the moment. Okay, so this is not getting updated by its own, so you have to put here 80 to update it. So I will have to put it manually 80. So now you can see it is calculating. Age 8 is a 64, so it is calculating. Okay, and the remaining is 6. And also, if you see, the remaining is also not getting calculated. So remaining you can accordingly adjust. Like 80% you have put, so now you know that, okay, it is going to take maybe 2 days as per 8%, 20% is left, or it may take more than 2 days. You can put 5 days also, you can put 6 days. Okay, based on the actual work at site. Let's say it is going to take 4 days. Okay, I will put it over here and you can see that this date is going to change. Okay, so this is physical percent complete. Then what is duration? When I am selected duration percent complete, you see this is changed to duration. Earlier it was physical, now it is duration. So when we click on started this activity, you just see over here the magic, the remaining. So let's say this activity is completed 60%. Okay, so what is 60% of 10? 6 days. Okay, so now how much is left? 40%. So 4, it is coming over here. And resource, again, you can see, okay, it is it is calculating by its own. Why it is calculating by its own? So in the resource tab, we have selected this particular sign. We have checked this but auto compute actual. So based on the percentage complete, it is automatically calculating. Okay, so then last, this one, which is having unit percent complete. If I go to status, you see this has changed to unit. So in first case it was physical, in second case it was duration, and in third case it is unit percent complete. Okay, so now when I click started and update this one to, let's say, uh 45%. Okay, so what will happen? In the resource tab, this unit percent will calculate of its own. uh, let's say if you have not checked this one also, in that case also it will compute. Okay, in that particular case. And this remaining units, remaining duration is not adjusted, so this you have to adjust. So let's say like 5 days is left, I will 5 days in the remaining, and accordingly it will calculate the end date. Okay, so this is the percent complete type in our this Primavera. Another function is steps. So what are steps basically? So So these are the formulas. Okay, so these are the formulas how it is getting calculated, how duration percent complete is calculated, how unit percent complete is calculated. So these are the formulas which I have already pasted over here. So we have performance percent complete also, which is actually the earned value, the percentage of earned value. So when we will be discussing the earned value, I will discuss this particular section in that particular case. Okay, so what are activity steps? So what are activity steps? So let's say this particular activity, this piping loading, or let's say piping isometric. Okay, I have to first make it physical, then only it is going to work. Another setting which I have to make. Okay, so I am working on this project. Okay, so let's say go to calculation. So here you see this one is checked, activity percent complete based on activity step. This you have to check it out, you have to check out this one, then only that will work. If I go to activity again, this piping isometric, and under the this detail pane, if you see there are steps. So let's say I am adding some steps. Okay, for this activity, like this is a drawing, it has to go through different, different stages, like from start to issued for interdisciplinary comment, issued for review, then issued for design, and then issued for construction. Okay, and then you can put some weightages, like if the activity started, I will claim 5%, then IDC 20%, then IFR 30%. Okay, so how much it is? It is 55 now. Then IFD another 20%, so it is 75. Now 25 here. So now you can see, based on these weightages what I have given, it has calculated the percentage which is similar. Okay, so now for this particular activity, how currently see the physical percent complete is 0. Okay, so let's say I know that this drawing has gone to IFR stage. Okay, so what I will be doing, first I click on, let's say, this 5%. You see already it is calculating by its own. Again if I click on 20, so 20 plus 5, 25, then plus 30, how much? 55. So automatically it is calculating, but this is only applicable in case of physical percent duration. So you can, add this particular kind of, the steps for a for tracking a particular deliverable. Okay, and means some, in some cases we use this kind of steps to update the activity. So that is the activity step function. Okay, but for that you have to on the project tab, you have to select the project and you have to check this one out. Okay, and this percent complete type has to be physical for that particular activity. Okay, so that is the basic criteria. So this completes our today's lecture about activity. So we are done with the activity. Tomorrow we will be adding the activities to our AGTL project, and we'll move on to the next lecture. Okay, so now if anyone has any doubt, please let me know. Duration type we used is fixed duration and unit as the normal one, but it depends actually the function you want. Can you please recap how auto duration will be calculated if I don't have any idea of duration? So auto duration, see, I have already explained in this particular, this particular Excel sheet. Okay, if you change the parameter, see, this duration will change. So let's say I am assigning this particular, this particular activity, let's say 320 hours of work, means total work volume of work. So now see, it is calculating, how it is calculating 322 divided by 8. So this is the capacity, per day working capacity. Let's say the per day working capacity is 16 for this person and the work is same. So now see, that particular person is going to do it in 20 days, which is 320 divided by 16. Okay, 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 so now tomorrow we'll be adding, these particular activities into our P6 under the WBS. Okay, and we will put the duration, whatever is mentioned over there in the original duration, and then we will move to the next session, which is actually our. So the next session will be on, we'll be discussing what are the activity constraint, what are the predecessor, successor, okay, because, and what are the relationship types like finish to start, start to start, finish to finish, start to finish, and relationship assignment, okay. So maybe in P6 we'll be doing the assignment on Wednesday, but I will be adding the activity first tomorrow, and then I will be going through this slide, and I will be explaining, what is predecessor, successor, relationship type, and then if time permits, we can do some of the assignment, and balance assignment we can do on Wednesday. Okay. So if anyone don't have any doubt, I think we can close the session for today. It's already 10:11 now. And
Sure, sir.
yeah,
Thank you, sir. Thank you, dear learners. If you don't have any doubt, you all can leave the meeting.
yeah. Thank you. Good night.